Shaundretta Boykins with us today. She is the Business Solutions Manager with MBAC, and she's going to be presenting.
Hello, welcome Brandon and John. Thank you guys for joining. My time will be brief. As I explained to James, I am doing double duty today. I am stacking meetings. I'm actually at another event right now, but I snuck away really quickly to review our state loan products with you guys. If you have any questions, James, can you monitor that for me? Because I'm on my cell phone actually.
Yeah,
I was not able to connect via my laptop.
I'll monitor the chat. Just put any
Okay.
questions in there.
Perfect to be with you guys today. So my name is Shaundretta Boykins, and I am the Business Solutions and Outreach Manager for the Minority Business Development Division of the Ohio Department of Development of the state of Ohio. So that is my official title. Inside of being the Business Solutions Manager and Business Solutions and Outreach Manager, I also am the Procurement Solutions Manager. I am the grant administrator, and then I cover all 7 MBACs in the state of Ohio as well. And so thank you for taking your time out and joining us this morning. James said he will be monitoring the chat, so if at any moment you have any questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to cover them. Deborah did have a PowerPoint presentation. However, that is outdated, so I didn't want to go off that. I'm just going to talk to you about our programs. Again, since we're an intimate group, we can be a little less formal, I feel. So the first program that I will tell you about is our longest loan program, and that is the Minority Business Direct Loan. We call that the MBDL, Minority Business Direct Loan Program. The minimum that you can borrow with that program is $45,000, and the maximum that you can borrow is $1.5 million. The funds from that loan can be used for commercial real estate purchase. It could be used to purchase land. It could be used to build on land. It can be used for leasehold improvements and renovations. And it can be used for any hard asset, any hard business asset. It cannot be used for working capital, inventory, or rolling stock. So if you are looking to buy a truck, or even if it is on 100% commercial truck, you cannot borrow funds under that program for that. We also only loan 75% of the total project cost. So say for instance, your total project cost is $100,000. As long as you cash flow and you are a certified minority business enterprise with the state of Ohio, affectionately known as the state level MBE, then we would loan you $75,000. The other $25,000 is a mix of client equity and third-party equity. So the client has to at least contribute 10%, which in my example would be $10,000. And then a third party could put in the other 25%, the other 15% to equal the 25%. So again, we're only loaning 75% of the total project cost. Client equity is a minimum of 10%. Or if you say, hey, I don't want to deal with a third party, I'll just put in a whole 25% equity, then that's doable as well under that program. I want to reiterate that being certified with the state of Ohio as a minority business enterprise is 100% required for this particular loan program. And again, the MBDL is our longest loan program in this department, longest running loan program in this department. Last year, when I came on to the state in June, I started in June of 21. There were 2 other loan programs that I was a part of building out that we were to stand up the beginning of October. And so one of those loan programs is the Women's Business Enterprise Loan, which is very similar to the Minority Business Direct Loan. The minimum that you can borrow with that loan program is $45,000. The maximum that you can borrow is $500,000, so $500,000. This particular one can be used for rolling stock as long as it is 100% commercial use. So no like soccer mom vans, if you're using for transportation, for lack of a better term, they have to be 100% commercial vehicles, no mixed use vehicles. It can be used to purchase real estate, purchase land, purchase equipment and machinery. And something that I recently negotiated with this loan program is that we can also refinance high interest debt. So if a business is 51% women or woman owned, so if a group of women make up 51% or if one woman makes up 51% of the ownership and controlled, so the business has to be woman owned and controlled in order to qualify for the Women's Business Enterprise Loan. The certification is not required. The Women's Business Enterprise certification is not required, but it is highly recommended. I did not cover this with the Minority Business Direct Loan, my apologies. The interest rate on that loan is 3%. 3% is the maximum. With our Women's Business Enterprise Loan, if you are certified as a WBE, a Women's Business Enterprise, in the state of Ohio, your interest rate is 1.5%. If you are not certified, your interest rate is 3%. And again, that loan could be used to refinance debt. It could be used to purchase hard assets. It cannot be used for inventory or working capital. So neither of those loans can be used for inventory or working capital. Interest rate certified 1.5%, not certified 3%. And then we have another loan program called the micro loan. So the micro loan is for certified minority business enterprises and or women-owned business enterprises. They do have to be certified in order to qualify for the micro loan. It's 0% interest, and the maximum on that is $45,000. The minimum is $10,000. And so that can be used for any business expense. Rolling stock, we have people purchase vehicles for their business less than $45,000. Does have to be a commercial vehicle, still cannot be a mixed use vehicle. Equipment, inventory, payroll, marketing. So it does not have to be a hard asset. It can be any business expense, equipment, machinery, anything that you need in order for your business to function. 0% interest for 5 years. The max on that is $45,000. So if you get approved for that loan, your monthly payment is going to be $750. There is again no interest on the loan, no early prepay penalties for any of our loans. And I think that the greatest part about our loan programs is that we're not interested in your personal credit. We're going to go off of two things. We're going to go off of how have you cash flowed in the past. So the historical financial data, tax returns, balance sheets, income statements of your business. And then we're also going to look at 2 to 3 years of projections. What are you likely to do in your business based on the industry that you're in moving forward? So we're going to take a look at those things, gather some documents from you, make sure that they are no other liens or that we can share, a lien position if you do have outstanding debt, business debt attached to your business. But other than that, those are our most popular, I would say, loans. We have done since October, our Minority Business Direct loan, we've closed $615,000 for that. Our Women's Business Enterprise loan, we have closed 2.297 for that particular loan program. And for our micro loan, we have closed 40 deals totaling about $1.65 million. And so we are definitely interested in running out of money. That's my goal, is to completely deplete these loan programs. So we'll have to go back and ask for additional funds to keep them going. We have what we call OCAP, which is Ohio Capital Access, and CEP, which is Collateral Enhancement Program. With those two programs, we do not deal directly with the client, we deal with the financial institution. So for instance, if you wanted, if Heartland, say Heartland is one of our partners, Heartland Bank, and you wanted to receive, you had a loan, you took to them a business loan, and they want to grant you the loan. They really do, but there's a shortfall in the collateral. We will look at whether or not you qualify for CEP or OCAP or both. And so That's the gist of those programs. Also, OCAP and CEP, those funds can be linked to startup businesses. The other three loan programs that I discussed, the microloan, the women's loan, and the minority business direct loan, those are not for startup businesses. Those are for existing businesses because we're looking at your historical financial data. On OCAP and CEP, we are looking at what the bank is going to underwrite you, and essentially we're going to underwrite the bank. That's the easiest way that I can explain it. So we're going to underwrite the bank and helping them grant you the loan, and then the bank is going to underwrite you. So if you are a startup and the third party bank or CDFI decides to lend to you, if we like the deal, if it makes sense to us, then we'll give them the additional money from our OCAP and CEP programs to lend to you. I did see a question pop up, but I could not read it.
Yeah,
James, if you want to let me know what it was.
Yeah, so the question's from John. It is, what is the rate and terms for the first loan, 45K to 1.5 million?
Thanks for your question, John. So the rate is 3%. And if you are purchasing or building commercial real estate, the term is 15 years. If you are purchasing equipment and machinery, then the term is 10 years. If you are doing both, then we blend the term at 12 and a half years. Any additional questions? I must have been super thorough.
Yeah, I think you explained pretty well. I did have one that came through from Brandon.
Okay.
Can the microloan be used to cover mindless 25?
Can it be used to cover?
Let me see. It says mindless 25. Oh, not mindless. Can the microloan be used to cover 25? I'm trying to see. Oh, 25%.
Oh, no. Nice try, Brandon. Nice try. And so many people have asked that question. No, that those have to be outside funds. So you can't borrow the microloan money and then come back and apply and use that money in order to make up the 25%. Now, what you can do is have multiple loan programs at one time. So you can have the minority business direct loan and the microloan. If you're female and you have the proper certifications and you cash flow and your projections look good and your taxes and financial statements documents look good, then you can have a direct loan, a women's business enterprise loan, and the microloan. But you cannot have two microloans, two WBE loans, or two minority business direct loans. We've had people say, well, I need 90,000. Can I just have two microloans at 45,000 each? Nope, that doesn't work. So, but thank you for your question.
All right. And then were you guys having any other questions for her today? Oh, that's the question for your contact info. Well, it just says for their contact info.
Yes, so let me try to find the chat. I can put it in there so you guys have it because my name is extremely long and difficult. Other people say it's difficult to pronounce, but I guess after 42 years, I'm kind of used to it. So it's easy for me. Shaundretta, and I am putting my email in there because email is the best way to contact me. I have 3 cell phones and I don't always get to my work cell phone. So I've added my email address to the chat. Can you guys see it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's at development. I don't have that. Yep. So just email me, say that you were on this meeting, and let me know whatever questions I can answer for you. I am not the underwriter. So if there are specifics.
Oh, looks
So they
like when
said
you
they don't see it.
I'll go ahead and put it, I'll copy and paste it. It looks like when you sent it, you only
Oh,
sent it.
I just sent it to
Yeah, the host and the
the
panelist.
host and panelist. Yeah.
I'll send it to everybody though. That should be
Okay.
in there now.
Thank you. Yep, I see it too. Thank you very much. Are there any additional questions I can answer? Can I ask a question to John and Brandon, and you guys can put your, thank you, Brandon, thank you for your time. You can put your answers in the chat. Are you guys, who are participants on the call, are you already certified? Are you certified, minority business enterprises? Okay, Brandon said he doesn't think so. How does he get certified? So Brandon, you're in the right place at the right time. Listen, if you were certified, you would know, because there is definitely a certification process, not to be confused with registration. So when you go to the Secretary of State, John Husted, I know at the top of it, it says State of Ohio certificate, but that's not your certification. That is your state registration. That locks down your name, so that nobody else in the state of Ohio has access to it. Your certification is the state of Ohio vetting your business, saying that this is a viable, real entity that we recognize in the state of Ohio. And so our Cincinnati INBAC, Minority Business Assistance Center, they help get your package together for your certification and turn it into a department. My department, which we have a separate unit in my department called the BCCU, which is the Business Certification and Compliance Unit. They submit that to one of our officers there, and they go through the certification process with you. So once you contact Deborah, who is the director of the Minority Business Assistance Center in Cincinnati, contact Deborah, let her know that you are interested in certification. She should do an interview, for lack of a better term, to see which certifications you qualify for. And then she'll go through the process, her or one of her advisors there will go through the process of helping you put your package together to make sure that it is complete when you submit it to the Ohio Business Gateway, which is an online CRM, for lack of a better term for us. And then it goes to our BCCU unit officers, and then they'll get your file and they'll help you the rest of the way. So it is a process, but it's worth it. Don't be weary in well-doing. It's going to come to pass. There are a lot of people based on our loan programs and our soon-to-be grant programs. As I stated in the beginning, I'm a grant administrator as well. And so there are going to be some loans and grants that your certification is mandatory to receive or to even apply. And so that's the benefit, not even if you're looking for state contracts, but if you're looking for funding or if you're looking for potential grant funding or loan funding, certification is going to be mandatory for you. And so I highly recommend, there's no cost when you go through our centers for you to become certified. So I highly recommend certification for various reasons, not only for the funding opportunities, government contracting opportunities, but if you need bonding, surety bonding, we have, you have to be certified as a minority business enterprise to receive that as well. And then also it just gives you a gold seal of approval. It says that the state has properly vetted my business. They've looked in all of my business and they say that I am a viable, upstanding business in the state of Ohio. And so it's a great value add to your company. Any other questions for me?
Yeah, it looks like John said, what about the City of Cincinnati, MBE, and SBE certifications?
So here's what I'll say. There's a bill called Senate Bill 105 that has passed, and it has to be stood up no later than June 1st. And what that means is that once you become certified at the state level, other municipalities, so the city of Cincinnati, whatever county that you're in, because there are certifications at all of those levels, should recognize your state certification in a reciprocal way. So you should not have to get your city or county certifications after June 1. The state should suffice. However, there are some big cities in the state that have what's called a home team rule. So the home team rule says, even if you have your state certification, we want you to be certified in the city or the county based on the contract that you're going for. So again, there should be no cost at all for city, state, or county certifications. So depending on the time you have, it just depends. I definitely say get the state certification. Oh, you already have the city certification. Does this apply to the state? No, sir. There's no reciprocity from the city to the state, but after June 1, there'll be reciprocity from the state to the city. So you would have to go through the state certification process in order to become state level certified. And then SBE, so I'll tell you the state certifications. There are counties, cities who have their own certifications, like City of Dayton has their own certifications, SBE, Small Business Enterprise. We don't have that certification at the state. We have the MBE, Minority Business Enterprise. We have EDGE, Economically Disadvantaged Growth Enterprise. We have the WBE, Women-Owned Business Enterprise, and we have the VBE, which is Veteran-Friendly Owned Business Enterprise. And so those are the 4 state certifications that we have. So if there are jobs or bids in your city or in your county that require you to have an SBE or DBE, then I would recommend getting those certifications as well if it's applicable to your industry. 100%. I hope I answered your question, dear. Any additional questions? James, I can't really see, again, on my phone, but let me know if there are questions there.
Okay. Nothing's came through yet.
John, you're pretty quiet. Are you sure you don't have any questions for me? No? Well, if not, I will not belabor the time. I'm not sure if this call was supposed to go into 11 o'clock, but I know that as business owners, you all, time is money, and time is of the essence. So I will give you 33 minutes back. You have my contact information. I'm an overnight processor and an overnight thinker. So James John says he still needs my contact info.
Okay. I will put it back in again.
Okay.
Just over here.
If you wake up tomorrow morning and there's a burning question, feel free to shoot me an email. And I will be happy to respond. Now, when I get back to my office tomorrow, I'm going to have 10,000 emails because I'm out today. But I promise you I will get to you. So hang in there with me. But don't be surprised if I don't have the opportunity to get right back to you tomorrow when I get back into my office. Any last minute questions before we go? John, I want to make sure you got my contact information. Do you have it now? Okay. Brandon's good. So perfect. John, are you good?
Yeah, John just said yes.
John just said yes. Okay, beautiful. All right, guys, I'll let you guys get back to it. Thank you for your time this morning. And I look forward to speaking with you all and helping you in the future. So let me know if there's anything that I can do.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right,
Goodbye,
thanks. Bye-bye.